Good morning, people. I want to talk about that new Dragon Ball Z once again about Frieza being resurrected. I finally seen the preview of it, and a lot of people on YouTube is talking about the little preview they were showing of Goku fighting Frieza and everything like that. I pretty much seen some of the screenshots. I see that Goku has like a new orange outfit. He's not wearing I think it's the same outfit though, but it's kind of like it's a little bit lighter or something. And he's not wearing that blue shirt or something, whatever he wears. He's not wearing that though. So yeah, Goku's looking a little bit different, and Vegeta is looking a little bit different too though. I think his Saiyan armor used to be blue, but now like I'm also seeing Gohan. Gohan's like in a green suit or something like that. I don't know what the hell that is. And I see that Krillin, he's bald head again. We got the original bald head Krillin. So things is looking pretty good so far, except for that Gohan wearing that green outfit with the glasses on. So I guess Toriyama is gonna make Gohan a fucking nerd after all. I'm pretty much liking the new looks of Goku and Vegeta. I'm kind of liking that because we do need new looks. I mean, this is 2014, and there's nothing wrong of changing their costume looks. I don't see anything wrong with that at all. Frieza, I seen Frieza's, I don't know, his new transformation, but I just saw his face though when it was showing the preview. Some people say that it might look like coolers, you know. But here's the thing that I don't quite understand about this though, because I am so sick and tired of some of these die-hard Dragon Ball Z fans out there. You know, I'm not trying to start no arguments, because that's the one thing I don't do. I don't come on here and try to start shit with people unless they try to start shit with me first, you know, in the comments, you know. You know, if they start fucking with me in the comments, then I start trolling their ass in the fucking comments whenever I feel like it, you know what I'm saying? But I don't understand why a lot of people is complaining about Dragon Ball Z, the new Dragon Ball Z. I mean, I could have sworn 5 years ago when I first came on the YouTube, when My Opinions 333 first came on YouTube about 4 or 5 years ago, I remember that I was one of those people that was demanding new episodes of Dragon Ball Z. And I've been saying that for the past 5 years that, hey, we need new Dragon Ball Z. We are sick and tired of waiting and waiting and waiting with somebody step up and try to make some new Dragon Ball Z. And you know, Dragon Ball Z is one of those animes that you just can't ignore. You know, you just can't. That's just like trying to ball up Batman. That's just like trying to ball up Batman, you know, ball him up and like a piece of paper, and then just throw him in the trash can and just forget about it. I mean, you know, you can't do that. You know, Batman and Dragon Ball Z is just one of those cartoons that you just can't ignore. Not that I'm trying to compare Batman to Dragon Ball Z, but I'm just saying though, you can't ignore gold. You can't. You can't just let gold just sit there and not do anything with it. You have to do something with that gold. You have to spend that gold. You have to make money off that gold. You feel what I'm saying? And 5 or 6 years ago, all these Dragon Ball Z fanboys on here even came on YouTube themselves and said like, hey, we need new Dragon Ball Z. I even made a couple of videos and said Dragon Ball Z is not dead, and some of these Dragon Ball Z fans out there kept saying, well, Dragon Ball Z is dead and you should forget about it. Well, evidently Dragon Ball Z is not dead, because I proved you people wrong out there that it was never dead. But you people that came on my channel 4 or 5 years ago kept saying, oh dude, you need to forget about it. Dragon Ball Z is no longer, Toriyama is retired. Dude, just move on. Move on. I mean, but hey, look what we got. We got Battle of Gods, and we got the Resurrection of Frieza that's coming out next year. So Dragon Ball Z is just now just getting started though, and hopefully Toriyama will continue on making a couple more movies or episodes or whatever he do with Dragon Ball Z. Let's just pray that his heart is still in it though, because something tells me that Toriyama probably got a couple more years left, or maybe a year left to do this Dragon Ball Z, and he's probably going to hang it up. or he can pass it down to somebody else. But I don't understand why these people on Dragon Ball Z, these Dragon Ball Z fans out there, always complaining, saying, "Oh, Dragon Ball Z got so many potholes in it." Like, I don't understand why these people are still complaining. 4 or 5 years ago, you people wasn't complaining about it. Because I'm a witness to that. You people saying, "Oh, this totally contradicts some of the things that Dragon Ball Z did in the past and everything like that." Like, why is Frieza back? You know, how did Frieza become so strong? It doesn't make no sense and everything like that. Let's just see how the story goes. Let's not jump to conclusions first, alright? Like, you people, some of you people are jumping to conclusions and saying that it doesn't make sense on why Frieza is back. It doesn't make sense on how Frieza's able to hang in there with Goku. Goku should be able to nail Frieza, because remember, Goku's like a Super Saiyan 3 now. He should be able to knock Frieza out with one punch. It doesn't make sense to see Goku hanging there with Frieza. It doesn't make sense to see Frieza beating the shit out of Goku in his final form when he fought Goku on Namek. You know, I think it was his third transformation. Yeah, it was Frieza's his third transformation on planet Namek. And some people saying it doesn't make sense for Frieza to hang in there with Goku when he was saying that preview. Just like, let's not jump to conclusions right now. Let's just see what happens first. And then we get to sit there and say, okay, this doesn't make sense. Okay, but everybody just jumping to conclusions and saying that Frieza shouldn't be able to hang with Goku. Maybe there's something that we don't know about. Maybe there's something that Toriyama didn't, he added something in there that we don't know. Something that he did. So for all you people, stop jumping to conclusions and stop running your mouth about the movie, alright? Let's just wait till the movie come out. I think the movie's supposed to come out around March or April, I believe. If I'm wrong, please correct me. It's coming out next year, 2015. Let's just see how it plays first, and then we all give our 2 cents about the whole thing. Like, Jesus Christ, man. This is like the complaining era. I swear, man, back in the day when Dragon Ball Z was on Toonami, you didn't hear this much complaining about Dragon Ball Z. You didn't hear nobody complaining. Back then, when Dragon Ball Z was on Cartoon Network or Toonami back in the day when I was in high school, because Dragon Ball Z used to come on like around 5 o'clock, boy. And every time when I come home from school, I always rush home to get to school to watch Dragon Ball Z. Because I said, screw this, man. I'm not going to miss Dragon Ball Z. Because Dragon Ball Z used to come on Toonami like around 5 o'clock, boy. I used to rush home from school every day and not miss not one single of it, man. That's how much Dragon Ball Z was good back in my day. You know what I'm saying? Because back in my day, nobody complained about Dragon Ball Z. Nobody wasn't bitching and complaining about, it doesn't make sense that, it doesn't make sense that Broly comes back. Nobody wasn't complaining about that. But in this generation, man, people are complaining and bitching about Dragon Ball Z. It don't even make no fucking sense. I mean, if you people don't start complaining, man, Toriyama gonna probably hang it up and say, well, I try to give you guys new Dragon Ball Z, but you guys don't seem to appreciate the shit. I'm not saying appreciate dumb shit, but I'm just saying, for the ones out there that's been wanting new Dragon Ball Z for all these freaking years, why are you complaining now? Like, stop complaining. Enjoy this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying enjoy it if it's garbage, because if it's garbage, it's garbage. Because I'll make a video and even said myself that it wasn't all that great. Toriyama need to step his game up. But I think you people need to stop bitching and complaining about Dragon Ball Z having potholes and shit. Just like when Battle of Gods came out, you people was bitching about it was a lot of potholes and that. Like, I didn't see anything wrong with it. I didn't see anything wrong with that movie at all. Maybe the transformation that probably bothered you guys when Goku transformed into a Super Saiyan. Maybe some of you Dragon Ball Z fans might have got offended off of that. I don't know. But I didn't see no potholes in it. Like, I didn't see anything wrong with the movie at all. I mean, they said Bills was asleep for a very long time, so it does make sense on and then they said he was a god. So in a way, it kind of makes sense on him being stronger than Goku at that period of time. So it made sense to me. So I don't know why people are bitching about this new Dragon Ball Z movie. Let's just, like I was saying, let's just sit back and see how it plays.